hey, he made the right choice. If America wants a fat president, there's always Tip O'Neill. Will Ronald Reagan return to acting after his term in office? Well, there are those that say he never left.
That's right.
Boss says he still wishes Lincoln was president. He never spent a dime on the space program, right? But California has it all worked out in a laid-back manner. Well, this year we'll be scraping the ballots to see who won.
Tired of junk food.
18 minutes after 9 o'clock. That, of course, is Love Touch, which is the theme from the new Charlie Brown movie, Legal Beagles, right? 18 after 9. Just heard from Kay this morning and youngest son, John. And so many folks have called up to say, hey, we'll give you a try, Dr. Don. Stay here. It'll still be 6:10. Bam. Careless whisper. Yeah, careless whisper, and then wham. That's usually the way it works. Believe me, trust me, I know these things. It is 9:23 at 6:10. KFRC and Dr. Donald D. Rose had a slow night last night. I went home, sat in my closet, watched my clothes go out of style. And I left the house this morning, and Kay said, it's a new day, try not to blow it. And I came here, and the first thing I see is the boss, who is a modern-day miracle, by the way. 10 years ago, the doctors told him he only had 6 months to live. And you know what? They were right.
One of Sacramento's most popular summer...
In fact, that guy sounds like he could use a little spark plug. Here, just touch these two wires right here.
Do me a favor. Don't just sell me new spark plugs.
Okay, all right. I'm not going to sell you anything except the fact that this is a Dr. Donald D. Rosie Day. You think I'm kidding? Oh, sure, it's going to be a little cool around town, but the fog's going to go away, and it's going to be a rosy day with a high about 65. 85, they say, out in the suburbs, and maybe 90 degrees or so at Sacramento. And we've got some new temperatures just posted. 56 in Oakland, 55 San Raquel. It's 59 in San Jose. Has to have somebody in mind to sing a song like that, right? Billy Ocean, we've got you in mind. It's Dr. Don Rose, 9:37 at 6:10 KFRC, and Brian Ray at 10 o'clock this morning. And the one thing that I didn't get a chance to talk about this morning is to wish the 49ers well, because we get our first look at them on Sunday. Of course, things are going to be different this year. Pete Rozell's rules for the NFL: drugs, first offense, rehab, second offense, 30-day suspension, third offense, he refuses to attend your funeral. And the souvenir stands will be selling banners, caps, test results, and, of course, personally autographed specimen jar of your favorite athlete. Even the Pacifica football team will be taking the famed urine test this year. Well, at least here's a test they can pass.
Save money every time you shop at your Lucky...
Hey! You know what? You guys really picked up on that fast. That's the way we're going to sound on Monday, you know.
By the Golden Gate, Radio 61,
KFRC. That's what we're here for. It's Dr. Don Rose at 9:40. Well, Brian Ray at 10 o'clock this morning, if we can get him sobered up. House hunting? Here's our tip for today. Always buy a house far enough away from school that the kids can't come home for lunch. 9:41. Heroes. 9:44. Oh, come on, you're not a hero. 16 before 10. It's 6:10. KFRC. Waldo wants to audition because he thinks he will fit into the new format.
No, we're not.
I don't think we're going to be playing show tunes. I mean, you don't sound like Nat King Cole. You don't even sound like John Denver. Yep, the odor of Ripple and Lysol, folks. Waldo's back from breakfast. Waldo's breath has been called a threat to the ozone layer. And the guy's superstitious. Won't have that 13th drink at the same bar. You had a bad night last night, huh? Waldo says the last thing he remembers was drinking champagne with Bubbles tickling his nose. Then he woke up and Bubbles was gone. Yeah. I remember the last time you were sick, the flag in front of the Budweiser warehouse was at half-mast for a week. I'm not saying Waldo's a slob, but his shirt is listed in the Diners Club.
Now, during Macy's back-to-school...
Well, the first time I ever worked with Robert McCormick, well, I was doing my program from my hospital bed. I had came down with something serious, a broken leg.
You were in a big cast, so was it a body cast?
It was a body cast, and it was in 1975, and you were the new guy in town, fresh in from Motown.
Yeah, well, we came in to see you. We went out to the house once in a while. We delivered your logs. I know Chuck Buell used to bring them out, right?
Chuck Buell used to deliver my logs every night, so I'd have them in the morning for the program.
Yeah,
right?
Fond memories. Well, you mentioned that so many people have worked here at KFRC and are now around the country, and of course, a lot of them are still in the area. And the other thing, I don't know if you mentioned it this morning, a lot of people have always dreamed of working here. And I'll never forget when Dave Cook called me and said, come on out. Hey, I didn't fly out to take a look at the station. I didn't have to come out and ask around. I said, I'm going to be, I loaded all the luggage I had, everything I could get into the car, and I hit the road and didn't stop. I think I stopped and slept for about 6 hours. Well, anyway, a lot of people that are in the rock business will not be working here, have that to look forward to. Today in Stockton, KWIN, which is a contemporary hit radio station on 97 FM, is going to give KFRC a send-off beginning at 3 p.m. They're here now. They're picking up jingles, and they're going to be interviewing people who have worked here. And
for heaven's
on their
sakes.
radio station, they are going to pay a tribute to KFRC.
Well, thanks, you guys. That's wonderful. We have, let's see, Channel 4 is here today, Channel 5, Channel 10. My old friend Dan Adams from Sacramento is here. Any other television stations? And let's see.
2.
Oh, Channel 2 is here. What did... I thought you were part of the Channel 4 gang.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow all those guys look alike. They go to the same...
No, they don't look alike. Come on now. That's a terrible thing to say.
Well, they're good looking. Huh?
Well, actually, we were having kind of an impromptu press conference here, and we could just leave the microphone open, and you guys could ask me some questions for a couple of minutes. Want to do that? Anybody have any questions?
We've asked them all, Don.
Well, I guess the obvious question is, what do you feel about the new format? I think it's absolutely correct for KFRC because the majority of the audience that's left on AM is over 45, and I think it's the right move to cater to that group. The fact of the matter is, the younger demographics have gone over to FM, and they ain't coming back. They don't even get on our dial, the AM dial, to sample what we're doing anymore. So, we can be standing on our head and nobody knows about it. So you got to go for the audience you got, and that's what we're doing. Now, whether it's right for me or not, it's right for KFRC. Whether it's right for me, I guess, remains to be seen. But I'm going to give it my best. And people that have listened to this program, gee, there's a lot of noise back there. People that have listened to this program for a period of time know that I'll give it my best. And I'll be working kind of like with one hand tied behind my back because I will not have the sound effects. Things like, do we have any sound effects in there? So people know
300. Which one do you want?
Oh, okay. Well, throw on a couple of them just for the heck of it. Bitch! Hey, not that one. That stands out like a sore thumb. Thank you. That's much better. That's called Laffy, by the way. And, of course, there's the well-known Curly. And there's no bigger Three Stooges fan in America than...
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
...than me. He thinks he's broadcasting. You realize, of course, nobody's listening to this.
Oh, microphony. And a phony at the mic.
Hey, thanks. We have all of these sound effects. I'm going to miss them, and I'll be doing the program without them. But maybe it's kind of become a crutch for me. Maybe I need to learn to be funny without having somebody go, ha, ha, ha. Maybe it wasn't funny in the first place, and nobody would go, ha, ha, ha. Right? All right. See, it's kind of a philosophical question. It's a philosophical question. If you tell a gag that isn't funny, but nobody's listening, will there be any noise? While you contemplate that, let's play some music, should we?
Will there be any song?
I certainly hope so.
Oh, okay.
All right. Just like this. The greatest Love of All at 9:52, 8 minutes before 10 o'clock. Brian Ray at 10 o'clock this morning. And the only thing I hope is that you'll give us a try, that you'll listen on Monday morning, because we'll be here at KFRC.
I believe the children